Yay, it's good to see you again. Today I'm answering your questions, quick Q&A. I'm going to be telling you what we are going to be working on, you and me, next week. We're talking about books, hygge, housekeeping, and also I'm going to be giving you a choice of 4 self-care missions. So let's dive in. Diane in Denmark here, rah rah rah, woo! It is Friday. Phew. We made it to the end of another week and you've worked hard with me this week. We've been decluttering, we've been cleaning, and today, as I said, we're going to have a cozy chat together. I'm just lighting the candle. Ooh, there we go. And maybe you want to wash the dishes or fold laundry while we chat. If you're in the office, maybe tidy out a desk drawer. Anyway, as I promised, I'm answering your questions. We're going to be talking about where you and me are working next week. Book recommendations plus your choice of self-care mission. So let's get straight into it. Quick fire round of Q&As. These are questions that just come in on the YouTube videos. Do I ever need or want something back which I've decluttered? Great question. It's happened to me a couple of times and it's been clothing items, but wait for it. And I told you, we have these swap parties. I'm going to swap today. Woohoo, can't wait. It's at Sue's house. And a couple of times I've seen my items at the swaps because quite often the nice items, people wear them and then get tired of them and then it comes back into the mix. And a couple of times I've seen items of mine and I thought, oh, maybe I should take it back again. But what has happened is I've taken it back and I thought, now I realise why I wasn't wearing it in the first place, because it just didn't fit right, or the colours were wrong, or the texture was wrong. So I have kind of had that thought, but actually I know to go with my gut feeling, or the feeling in my heart. If I'm not feeling it in my heart, my gut, it's okay to let it go. Right, next question. My favourite sweater. Okay, this came in on the video on Wednesday, and I showed these 2 sweaters which are going to the swap today. Now, one of the ladies, and I know it was in jest, but she said, oh, this was her favourite sweater. How could I declutter it? And that's the thing here. I'm a type 1 for addressing your truth system. So I'm very cued into what colours work for me, what feels best for me, right down to patterns, fabrication, the weight of the garment, the flow of the garment, all those things. And this sweater, yes, I have had it for a long time and it's nice, but I don't enjoy wearing it any longer. I've had it for 4 years, 5 years, and while the colours are nice, and while I do like stripes, I don't like the wavy stripes. And I just haven't been wearing it. The green one as well is a bit of a kind of blah colour for me. I've got other sweaters. I've still got a couple of green sweaters that I like. I'm not just giving things away for the sake of paying down the wardrobe. But this is one that just is kind of blah. And this one is going. And this is a little good teaching moment when people say to you, oh, you should hold on to that. Go with your gut feeling. Also, why are you telling somebody else to hold on to it? Maybe they don't have the same needs, the same tastes, and also be very careful when you are trying to push your stuff onto somebody else, like members of the family. And likewise, if members of the family are pushing stuff onto you, just go with your gut feeling and say, that's very nice of you to offer it, but I don't need it. Or it's surplus to my requirements, and just feel free to pass it on to somebody else. So great question, great teaching moment. Next one. Woo! Oh, they're all falling out. Why do I need to comment on your videos right now? I've had a lot of questions about this, and a lot of you who have been lurkers in the past, you've been watching the videos. The reason I say I want you to comment on each video that I make this year is because I make these videos, I'm here for you 3 times a week, and I know you want to simplify, you want to declutter, you want to clean your home, you want what I have, the more joy out of life, the calmness, where we've kind of got control of what is going on. But unless you get up off your bahukay and work along with me and engage with me, nothing is going to change. And I said in, I think it was Wednesday's video, many of you, I know, come to YouTube for inspiration, But you need to make that leap between watching videos for inspiration and actually getting motivated to work along with me. And that's why I say, if you actually engage and leave a comment on the video, you can say, oh, I didn't feel like doing it today, but oh, it felt good when I got it done. Or, oh, I'm wanting to simplify this year, Diane. Or, Diane, I really enjoyed decluttering. I didn't think I would enjoy it, but I'm beginning to see the light. Or, oh, it's still tough. Give me hints. That's why I say, please comment on the videos, because that is, we need to engage you here, okay? I'm not doing this on my own, I'm doing it with you, but you've got to work with me on it. Okay, next question. A lady has an attic project, but this would also, the same question applies for if you've got a kind of basement area that's very cluttered, a garden shed, a garage. And she said it's not really covered by one of the Flylady Zones. How does she fit that in? And I would say there that is a project, and like anything that we need to get done, we need to break it down into steps. We need to break it down into steps, and we need to find out where and when and how are we going to do it. As I always say, you need a time, a date and a place. So you could say, oh yeah, I need to clear out the attic. We need to break that right down. Okay, who's involved? Do you need to get the family involved? Do you need to say to the family, I need you every Saturday morning for an hour? Or do you need to say to your husband or your partner or your best friend, can you come and pick up these donations once a week? We really need to break down to the project and see what it is. But we'll be talking about those in more of the kind of Flylady coaching questions. We'll be doing that as the year moves forward. But break it up and make sure you're adding it into your weekly time. So maybe you work on it every Monday morning for 15 minutes and every Saturday evening for 10 minutes. Okay, so fit it into your routines, because if it goes into the routines, it will get done. Right, next question. Oh, the swap parties. How often do we hold swap parties? I'm going to one today. Usually every 2 to 3 months. And over the course of, for example, the summer when many people are away, during the school holidays, we don't tend to hold them there because there's very few people around at the same time. But generally speaking, every 2 to 3 months. Woohoo! And I can't wait to go to the one today. It's at Sue's house. Did I mention that? Okay, next question. Oh, the tablecloth that you saw me decluttering, which was a wedding gift. It was from our wedding, 26 years ago. It was all stained, and I decided it was just time to let it go. And many of you asked, well, what did you do with it? Well, I didn't cut it up for rags. I didn't make it into serviettes. It was too stained for that. Where it is now, is out in the garden, in the bike shed, because I've got it covering up my bikes because it's been so cold and snowy and icy here. So I'm using it as a bike cover. There you go. It's quite fun when I see it in the morning, the old tablecloth. And we've got other tablecloths and other things from our wedding. So it's not like I'm throwing our wedding away. Right, last question from here. Oh, the ice swimming. You see me doing the ice swimming and you see me doing the winter bathing. I've got lots of detailed videos about that, about why we do it, health benefits, how long we're in the water. I'll put a link to the playlist. I'll make sure that those videos are right at the top of that health and exercise playlist, because it's a question I get a lot. I love being in the cold water and it just brings such joy to me, but do not do it unless you've been checked out by the doctor first. It's not something you just kind of jump into or dive into, excuse the pun. And how long am I actually in the water? Well, it actually doesn't depend on the temperature of the water or the time of year. It's a very individual thing. Sometimes when it's well below freezing, I can be in the water for a couple of minutes because I am swimming 25 meters or 50 meters. Other times in the summer, maybe I'm just not feeling it that day and I'm only in for a matter of seconds. So it's very, very individual. But I always come out with a big smile on my face. And this week has been fabulous because it's been below zero, seriously below zero. We've got ice Ice everywhere, ice, ice baby. Hopefully you're enjoying the little clips of what I've been doing this week. I'll put more pictures there. Right, book recommendation for you. But first, let me just tell you, where are we working next week? We are going to moving in to Flylady Zone 3, which is the bathroom plus one other room. Now, if your bathroom is already well decluttered, maybe you'd like to work on your office, kids' bedrooms, work along with the kids, garden shed, the attic, any kind of room that you're not using on a daily basis, that would be Zone 3. Remember to keep going with your daily routines, also at the weekend. Those are the things that keep us afloat. And how's it going with the self-care? We were talking about reading last week. I finished the one that I was reading. I've started another one, but I wanted to give you a good recommendation. This is one that I listened to on audiobook, and I get all my books from our local Danish library. We also have access to Overdrive, so I get all my books for free. So either at the library or I get them at our swap parties, hoping to pick up some new ones today. So the book is called The Pantomime Murders by Fiona Veitch-Smith. Now it's a kind of Christmas cozy mystery. I really enjoyed the audiobook. It was great narration, and it's set in 1929 in northern England, and I just really enjoyed the whole thing about it. The places the female lady detective was working in. It was just a good thing to listen to, and I listen to audiobooks often when I'm doing my chores, when I'm doing my Flylady routines, so that's a great one to check out. And then for this week's self-care mission, should you choose to accept it, and you will see here a lot of them are themed by the Flylady Zone. We've been working in the kitchen this week, so anyway, here's your choice of self-care mission. Just let me know down below, 1, 2, 3 or 4, which one. You can do them all, please do them all. Doesn't need to be done on a Friday or Saturday. Try and do these during the week, if possible every day. So, first one, mission number 1, try something new, a new tea, a new coffee, a new cold drink if you're in the southern hemisphere. Or if you're doing a dry January, how about trying a new mocktail or a cocktail if you're not doing dry January? Second mission you can choose for this week. Number 2 is I want you to do a gratitude list. And we're not doing a big long list. I love the gratitude things because I know some of you are going through tough things at the moment, and it's just good to just take a minute and say, I want you to think of 2 things that you're grateful for. Please share them in the comments if you can. 2 things that you're grateful for, not a list of 10, just 2 things. And the more kind of banal, the better, because it really is the small everyday things that give us that great pleasure. So that was number 2. Number 3, mission number 3 is to add a little bit of hygge or coziness to your sink area. We have been working in the kitchen this week. That could be a candle, it could be a fresh bloom. I always have a lot of kind of plastic and fake flowers. When it's nice weather, and I like to cut a little flower from the garden. So just something beside your sink that will make you smile when you're doing the dishes. Picture of family, whatever you like, a little knick-knack. And the 4th mission is to one of the recipes. You know, if you're the type that's been pinning all these recipes, or you've got 150,000 cookery books. I'm looking at you, Bettina. My friend Bettina, I love Bettina, she loves her cookery books. If you've got a whole lot of cuttings of family recipes, this week I want you to try one of those recipes, okay? So choose one of these 4. Let me know what's going to be 1, 2, 3 or 4. I'm going to be doing number 1. I'm going to try a new tea. No, hold on. I'm not going to do that. No, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do number 2, the gratitude list, and I'll put mine in the comments. And I'm also going to try making a recipe that I have saved, but just put it in a folder with recipes to try. Okay, so that's my self-care for this week. Phew! Okay, so I know we've probably gone over the 10 minutes, but you've hopefully been doing dishes or folding laundry or cleaning out a desk drawer. I shall see you next Monday. Remember to comment down below, let me know what your self-care is going to be for the next couple of days. These are now going into the bag for the swap, and I shall let you know how that goes. It's always fun. It's always fun to be with my friends, and especially at Sue's place. So all I've got left to say is live long and prosper. May the Danish Hygge minimalist cozy lifestyle be with you, and I'll see you very soon with a rah rah rah. Okay, bye for now.